Cool. What's going on, round ball fanatics? We find ourselves at Viking Pavilion today to watch the Women's Championship game.
I'm excited to be here, Julian. We're handing out hardware tonight. Gotten a chance to see each of these teams play a little bit. This should be a great game. Men's league as well. It's just a thrill to be back here at Viking Pavilion.
Yeah, and a big reward for the players to be able to play here at Viking Pavilion. One thing to note, if you're watching, this court is slightly larger than the typical round ball HQ, and a little bit more depth behind the basket, so we might see a little bit of an adjustment period from the players, but that should happen pretty quickly.
Yeah, that factored with it being a championship game. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a slow start offensively, but you never know. Each of these teams could come out firing. Don't know what is going down court side.
We do have the starting lineups here for Aunties PDX. We have number 1, Megan Hughes, the small forward from Eagle, Idaho, College of Idaho. We have number 3, Abby Mangum, the shooting guard out of Boise, Idaho, Westminster College. Rebecca Kahn, number 5, small forward from San Francisco, Trinity College. Number 12, Taylor Wooten, small forward out of Rutherford, New Jersey, and Drexel University. And Carolyn Sword starting at center. And then we have Flavortown, who will be in red tonight. Their starters are Drew Jenkins, number 1, point guard out of Brookings, Oregon, and Willamette University. Number 2, Amanda Carpenter, small forward out of Portland and Willamette University. Number 4, Brittany Kokendorfer out of Klamath Falls and Willamette University. Casson Hopkins, number 5, out of Connell from Willamette University. And number 6, Liz Logsden, power forward from McMinnville, and you guessed it, from Willamette University, as we get the crowd hyped here with some free merchandise in Viking Pavilion before tip-off.
We're giving away free t-shirts before the first game's even started. Round League Championship night, always the place to be. Yeah, I think it's safe to say, talking about Flavortown, that most of the members of the team met as members of Willamette University's women's basketball team prior to this.
Yeah, some chemistry definitely for Flavortown. Aunties PDX has strung together a very strong season. Top seed here as we get the jump.
Julian, I don't know if you noticed it, but once again, Flavortown did seem to all arrive at the same time, as if they took the same bus. It's a very endearing.
And we get a great pick and roll from Abby Mangum to number 12, Taylor Wooten, who comes up a little bit short.
Aunties PDX in the white with Flavortown in the red, going from left to right from our vantage point.
And I will say, too, from our vantage point, quite a bit more space, and the players are utilizing it well. We might see a few more drives to the basket, more reliance on help side, with a great block from number 3, Abby Mangum.
Yeah, even for those that played at the Division III or NAIA level, this size court is what you're more used to playing collegiately, which is true for most of the players out here.
And here we get Amanda Carpenter taking the first shot for Flavortown. Falls a little bit short, but still getting that feel. As it looks like Aunties PDX is running a few sets early and just trying to get some touch and feel.
Looks like they're going to go through Taylor Wooten in the post quite a bit. She didn't hit that one, but that was a nice move.
Out of bounds, going to be Auntie PDX ball.
That was one thing we loved about Flavortown in their semifinal win over Still Got It, is they're out of bounds action, both along the baseline and the sideline. Something you don't see in a lot of adult leagues like this one, but it shows their chemistry that they play together a lot at a high level.
Yep, and once again, Abby Mangum being very active, getting the cut off the inbound and fouled by number 4, Brittany Kokendorfer. See if we can get some points on the board here, a little bit of touch to start the game.
Mangum out of Westminster College has averaged about 21 points a game. She's attacking the rim a ton early.
Gets both to fall there. Good stroke from the line. And we get Aunties PDX up 2. Some good action to start for Flavortown. Flavortown with the comeback win against Still Got It. Took them a little bit of time to get going, but looks like they're ready to play tonight.
Once again, excellent spacing from Flavortown.
And here we get a little bit of a transition push. Mangum gets the ball again, takes it to the rack, gets it to fall. 4 quick ones.
Aunties PDX, the top seed in the women's division. They're the favored team in most people's eyes that we talk to before tip-off.
Few good sets here. I wonder if Flavortown is running any familiar Willamette sets, as all starters come in from Willamette University.
It would appear so. They seem like they've spent a lot of time over the years running these 5-out sets.
It's also nice to see a good turnout for the Round League in the stands as people continue to fill in, some free prizes. As you saw, some T-shirts in the beginning. Another executed pick and roll. Ooh, quick outlet. Trying to get some speed and transition, get a good look.
Flavortown, the smaller team, so holding Aunties PDX to 1 shot tonight is going to be huge.
And here we have subbing in for Flavortown. We have another number 4, and we have Abby Farmer coming in as well. Gets a good look at the basket. Still pushing, trying to find pace, a little bit of touch here. Get through those warm-up pregame jitters of the championship game. Ooh, good mid-range.
I believe that is Sarah Sorbo at Concordia College on the bucket there. There are multiple number 6s for Aunties PDX. We're doing this on the fly. We're getting you the most accurate information as we can.
Ooh, good spin move. Can't get it to fall.
That was a beautiful spin move. Also multiple number 8s on the floor for Aunties PDX as well.
Another hard take to the basket here. Again, Aunties PDX really trying to run the set, play inside out, use the extra space on the court to get a wide open 3.
Nice rebound there from Kokengender. Sorbo again, just in off the bench, already hit a 3. He's picked up a steal defensively. Forced the turnover there.
And here we get a sub in for Flavortown. We see it's going to be Flavortown ball.
We'll stay at this end, excuse me.
Takes the long, calling it a 3, first 3 of the game, nothing but net.
It's Maddie Molheim, I believe, the tray there. One of the few members of Flavortown not from Willamette University collegiately.
Again, a good pace is going here. Flavortown with some early fouls, allowing Aunties PDX to get to the line. Where here we have number 8, Rachel Nichols, at the line.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for Flavortown. They don't have anybody within 4 or 5 inches or so. Nichols. We'll certainly try to double her close to the rim. Doesn't make them pay with those free throws.
Good hard drive here. Setting up, getting some space. Good read, looking for the roll to the corner for another one. Can't quite get it to fall from number 2, Amanda Carpenter. Inside out for a little bit of a size advantage.
Nichols with the finish. A lot of contact for no whistle there. These officials do a great job. But if I'm Liz Logston right there, I'm upset to stand in and get bowled through like that without any foul called.
Liz Logsdon had a great game on Monday night to seal the deal and bring Flavortown to the championship, looking to get going tonight.
Yeah, and give her credit for standing in and trying to take on the blow from the taller player in Nichols, even though she didn't get the whistle. Is again wearing the mismatched shoes, which you appreciate.
There again, using the height advantage, can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, Nichols didn't start the game, but they're going to her every time now that she's in.
And here we have number 5 for Aunties PDX, Rebecca Cohn, and number 1, Megan Hughes, subbing back into the game. And I think there is a little bit of just adapting to the court and the depth here for each team as, still trying to get a feel, trying to get offense going, and get some good takes to the basket.
Right on cue. Yeah, excellent take from Logs. She kind of faked that dribble handoff and was able to turn the corner, just couldn't finish.
Ooh.
Sorbo again.
Through the lane, no help side.
That's her second bucket off the bench. She's come in and been very aggressive. Again, Flavortown's getting looks at the rim. They're just not finishing right now.
Here again, Sorbo trying to get back to the rack.
A little bit of a no look there. A la Dominique Guy from semifinals on Lead M1 a couple nights ago. It's another nice spin move there from Megan Hughes. We've seen her do that twice tonight, I believe. Here's Cockendorfer leading the break. She's listed as the captain for Flavortown.
And I believe that number 4 is going to be Anna Coronado. Multiple number 4s.
Multiple number 4s, I do beg your pardon. Anna Coronado leading the break there. It is Cockendorfer who was listed as the team captain of Flavortown, though, if you are wondering. Nice rebound there from Coronado.
And here we get a timeout from Flavortown. Try to grab some composure, seen what the defense has done, make some adjustments. Aunties PDX still playing a very fine set, playing inside out and getting some great looks on the offensive end.
Yeah, good timeout early.
And we're back. Flavortown trying to get a bucket here, try to get something going. About 10 minutes have transpired here in the first.
Nearly able to hit Logsdon on a nice slip to the rim. Seemed like they ran a set play out of the timeout. His offense has been an issue for them early. They've been able to get some stops at this end. Nearly a double dribble there. As they try to hit Taylor Wooten in the post once again. She looks very, very comfortable around the rim. Fun footwork there.
Yeah.
Made the shot clock.
Yeah, great step through there. Able to draw the foul, and Aunties PDX has lived at the free throw line in this first half so far, getting some easy touches, leading to some easy offense.
Yeah, the game plan's pretty clear and simple. They've got a size advantage if they're trying to take advantage of it offensively whenever they can. They're leaving points at the line, though. I think if you're Flavortown, you're okay with only being down 7 at this point.
Yeah, and it looks like Flavortown is still trying to figure out the pace that they want to play out as a team. As mentioned, a couple additional players that weren't able to make it to Monday night's game, so just kind of getting the rhythm and flow on the offensive end.
Excellent take there in the lefty finish.
There we have Casson Hopkins with the finesse.
Averages about 18 points a game. That's tops on Flavortown.
Gets
Another
the
form of a Willamette Bearcat.
We get the board, number 3. Trying to get another read. Amanda Carpenter picks up the ball.
Trying to play through Logs at the high post a little bit here. Logs not afraid to go at the larger defender. Has to give it up.
Gets the 3 to go for Claire Bonnet. Again, we are playing with a shot clock here. A little bit easier to see in Viking Pavilion above the rim as opposed to above the corners, but also playing with an additional 6 seconds.
Yeah, it was 24 seconds at the Round League headquarters, but this being a bigger court, going with the 30 seconds allowed at the Division I level.
And there it is, Aunties PDX just using that size advantage as number 8, Rachel Nichols.
Yeah, just giving herself as many looks as she needs.
And Casson Hopkins with another great pump fake to get the layup to go in transition.
Hoskins getting the crowd involved a little bit. That's 2 quick buckets for her. Out of the timeout, now a steal.
Good read and a lead to Claire Bonnet. Just slips out of her fingers.
Yeah, let her just a little bit too much. JV coach in me wants to admonish her for the lob pass and transition. Those never work unless you've got someone that can rise up and turn that into a dunk. But we'll move past it.
We have number 4, Brittany Kokender subbing back in for Flavortown.
I'll save my crotchety former JV coach complaints for somebody else.
Ooh.
Time for it now.
And here we get the 3 to fall for Aunties PDX.
Again, multiple number 8s listed for Aunties PDX. We'll figure out who the shooter was there. That barely seemed to move.
Ooh.
Another drive and great look at the rim without a finish. That was Coronado that time, who blew by her defender. Makes up for it with a quick rebound at the other end, though.
Claire Bonnet being the spark of energy for Flavortown here and just keeping it in transition after a 3 and a layup. Looking for the backdoor cut.
Bonnet, I beg your pardon, a one-woman fast break for Flavortown.
Here we get the moving check screen there.
Becoming a favorite call of referees at all levels of basketball lately. That one did seem to be legit, though.
Here we have number 6, Sarah Sarbo back in the game for Aunties PDX. And I will say Aunties PDX is just running good, clean sets and using the space on the floor to get a little bit of a size advantage.
It's been impressive the way both teams have taken advantage of the extra space. It's made for a prettier game, in my opinion.
Gets a call and one. Foul on Claire Bonnet. Here we have number 8, Ashley Houts, going to the line.
Bonnet may have been in position had she planted her feet and taken the charge, but still moving when the contact happened. Again, we shout out the officials. Kevin, our head official, got a chance to talk to him before the game just a little bit. That's Nichols on the putback, taking advantage of her extra height over just about everybody on the floor.
Claire Bonnet taking it to the racks, keeping that energy up, but met at the rim by number 3, Abby Mangum. Again, stands continuing to fill up here for the women's game. Definitely turning into a more strategic match.
I think the crowd will become a factor, especially if this remains a pretty close game as we get into the second half. Sorbo hitting the deck, able to come up with that loose ball.
Again, Flavortown in red, Aunties PDX in white. Aunties PDX leading by 10, 20 to 10 here with about 9 minutes to go in the first half.
you think the team name Flavortown was inspired by Chef Guy Fieri, or if it's just a coincidence?
I think there's some play there, but as we saw last week, Flavortown definitely can get it cooking.
They can get it cooking. It may have more to do with that symmetry than a direct homage to the great Guy Fieri himself.
Yeah.
We had a boo sound effect piped in, directed towards the officials from the scores table there. All in good fun, though.
As we can see, Flavortown playing with a few drivers, diners, and dimers.
Another nice step through there, close to a travel, but earns the foul.
Coronado looking to come up with maybe a little bit of a dead leg there, a contact to the knee, trying to shake that off. Always great to get to the free throw line and at least try to get some touch, even if it doesn't fall like the first one. Get a little bit of feel for the game.
Yeah, I think you talked before tip-off about the basket being further away from the wall. Can create a little bit of a depth problem, a little bit harder to gauge for shooters. And in this first half, each team has struggled at the free throw line.
And number 8, Carolyn Swords, continuing to use her size to her advantage. Great pick and roll set up there by number 3, Abby Mangum.
She's got great habits as a post. Catches the ball high, doesn't bring it below her chin, where a smaller defender's able to grab it. She's not getting many free throws to fall right now.
And here for Flavortown, we get number 2, Amanda Carpenter subbing in, and number 0, Carly Oliver.
Yeah, as you said, both teams with their full allotment of players. In their semifinal, when Flavortown faced a Still Got It team that only had 6 active players, so depth was an advantage. Not the case today. We're seeing a lot of subbing, trying to keep everybody fresh.
A little bit of late communication there from Aunties PDX on the tip 3 there. Going for the save, but just can't quite make it. Always tough on a tip 3 because you can never know really how to play it. Sometimes the ref doesn't necessarily catch it. Here we go, number 3. Abby Farmer from downtown. Again, had a great second half against Still Got It that willed them to victory on Monday night.
Farmer with great rotation there, a ton of backspin.
Offensive rebound for Aunties PDX.
Yeah, offensive rebounds haven't hurt Flavortown as much as I thought it might with the size disadvantage they have.
Well, there's another one.
Looks here. Nice job from Sorbo underneath coming up with that one. Shot clock at 2, though. Never hit the rim. Flavortown forces the shot clock violation. I believe the first one of those we've seen in the 6 games that we've called here at the Round League playoffs.
And I might say I think 1 or 2 of those shots hit the rim and the shot clock may not have reset.
It was controversial, yeah. It was certainly close on one of them. I thought they might give the... Tonight the shot clock is at 30 seconds with resets on hit rim of 20.
Gets the 3 to fall. Like we said, Flavortown can definitely heat it up pretty quick.
But Carly Oliver again.
Sarah Sarbo gets the layup to fall. Now we're starting to push with a little bit more pace as the players are getting a little bit more feel for the game in the space.
Like Sorbo's game attacks the basket pretty much every time she gets the ball. Zach Randolph-esque.
Ooh, Coronado with the spin cycle off the glass.
The spin cycle's been a common theme here in these round league games. It's almost like these players know what they're doing.
A little bit of miscommunication leaves a player open under the board. Flavortown uses their second timeout. No timeouts remaining in this half.
Yeah, defensive breakdown like that, a good time to use it.
Drew Jenkins is number 0. Oh, that's the one I just saw on the starter. We'll go Drew Farmer. Yeah. And we're back, and quick correction, number 0 there, who just hit that 3, is actually Drew Farmer. Usually number 1, but transition to 0 for tonight's game.
It's the type of punches you roll with calling games at this level. Jerseys get traded, names get flip-flopped. Most importantly, that shot did not touch rib, whoever took it.
And when you get an opportunity to play in Viking Pavilion, you definitely call on some favors and make sure you're putting on the best team you can.
Taylor Wooten didn't finish that time, but once again, she's got tremendous footwork in the post.
And here we go. We have number 5 subbing in, Casson Hopkins.
Hopkins provided an initial spark offensively for Flavortown when they were trailing 10-3. Another one.
And just like Monday night, Flavortown is just working their way back into the game, keeping it close, not letting it run away, putting some pressure on the defense.
Yeah, an early 7-point deficit doesn't mean anything to them. This is exactly where they were in their semifinal game against Still Got It.
Casson Hopkins from deep.
I think you like these shots, though. I think they like the pace they're playing at right now, free and easy. When you're getting up and down, it can be a little bit more difficult to take advantage of your size if you're Aunties PDX.
Aunties continue to play inside out. Gets the mid-range jumper to go. That's number 1, Megan Hughes.
Yeah, this is turning into quite the style contrast between these two right now.
Casson Hopkins with the step back. Falls a bit short.
She's got a shooter's memory. She pulls up with a lot of confidence every time. It doesn't matter if she missed the last one or not.
Ooh, spin cycle again. Number 3, Abby Mangum.
Mangum's been impressive as well.
Ooh.
Nearly with the backcourt steal. Lucky that wasn't a turnover for Flavortown.
The rare full court pressure we see. And here we have number 3, Claire Bonnet, checking into the game. Claire Bonnet providing that spark just a few minutes ago, hoping to provide that to end this first half. Drew Farmer in and out. Bonnet with the rebound.
Bonnet, maybe the smallest player on the court, sneaking in and grabbing an offensive rebound.
Ooh, a little bit of give and go action. Calling the travel. They've got a little bit too excited about how open the give and go was on that attempt.
Yeah, Flavortown's going to get buckets at the rim. It's probably going to be off drives and cuts rather than post-ups, which is what we're seeing Aunties PDX get most times down right now.
Again, Aunties just using the court, getting everyone touches. Over to Mangum with the hot hand. Can't get it to fall. Minute to go here in the first half. Bonnet using that speed to get in transition, create an opportunity. Kicks to Drew Farmer.
They're going to continue to shoot. I think Flavortown understands their best shot to win this is by knocking down some threes, spreading the floor. They're happy with these looks.
Gonna stay red ball.
Coming up on the end of the half, it is a running clock until the final 2 minutes of regulation, so it will keep moving.
Liz Logsden. Farmer gets another touch, just can't get it to fall. Getting good looks at the basket from beyond the line.
Chance for Aunties PDX to hold for the final shot up 9 here.
Again, going to use that combo between Mangum and Wooten.
High IQ from Mangum. I think she wanted to rise up.
And the lost start
for the final shot.
Mid-range, something beautiful there. Ooh, gets the layup.
Watson and one at the buzzer.
Got to give him 0.7 on the clock remaining.
It's always why you talk about not going too early when you're trying to hold for the final shot of the half. Give the team a chance to get it right back as Logsden did there.
Can't get it to fall. We got a 9-point game going into half. Aunties PDX 30, Flavortown 21. And here we are back from halftime. Aunties PDX up 30-21 over Flavortown, winning in checked rosters at half. Sam, I'll let you know. Flavortown did hear the Gordon Ramsay reference in the semifinals game.
Oh, did they?
They did, and definitely wanted to make sure that we knew it was Guy Fieri, which we gave them credit earlier.
We've already been corrected for that. It is very inspiring to dedicate your team name, your basketball team name, to Guy Fieri of all people. I am in favor of it.
And here we'll see some adjustments, maybe in terms of pace or using some size advantage a little bit more for both teams, as we've kind of gotten the feel for the first half.
A little surprised we haven't seen Flavortown go to more zone, but it forces the turnover out of the man-to-man there.
Gets the shot to go up. Man, Carpenter can't get it to fall. Ooh, might have a little bit of
showmanship
by Cass and Hopkins there, the baseline.
Hopkins trying to sell the trip, would appear.
Brittany Kokender for inside to Liz Logsden. Hopkins going to try to get the offense going here. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Credit Logsden, there's about 3 players on Aunties PDX on the floor taller than her, but she's the post option for Flavortown.
Into 8. Carolyn Swords and Taylor Wooten picks up a foul there, trying to steal a rebound.
Don't believe there's anybody in major foul trouble as of yet. We'll keep an eye on it.
We have number 3, Drew Farmer, bringing up the ball.
Also worth noting in the championship games, it's 25-minute running clock halves as opposed to 23. Which becomes an even bigger factor on a bigger court like this.
Ooh, Farmer with a beautiful take to the rim.
She is so quick.
Hopkins picks up a steal. Over to Amanda Carpenter. Carpenter gets the read over to Hopkins. Setting up, trying to get some motion and movement here on the bigger court. Hopkins again to the rack. Fouled on the ground.
Did they give her shots for that one? No.
Again,
Flavortown playing with the confidence of a team that's been together for years right now. Even down 7, there's a poise about them.
Looking to get the inbound.
And once again, the most organized baseline out of bounds action of any team, men's or women, we've seen in this postseason tournament so far.
Farmer with a great drive and kick to Hopkins. Gets it to fall.
Farmer is almost the best inside threat for Flavortown, even barely over 5 foot. She's just so quick, is able to get into the paint so easily. No one for Aunties is staying in front of her right now.
Kokendorfer with the steal. Flavortown heating it up. Hopkins gets another look. Farmer resets.
You don't want to leave her open there. Just short.
Just short. Oh, still leaves it in play. Mangan gets the steal and a foul by Brittany Kokendorfer.
It does feel like momentum shifted a little bit towards Flavortown. I don't know that they've led in this game.
And here we have subbing in number 8, Emily Woody. Again, this is very similar to what we saw on Monday night from Flavortown. Kind of getting a slow start, but picking it up, getting a little bit more comfortable. And like you said, maybe that is a little bit of that chemistry and previous time playing together to just kind of understand how they flow and warm up.
Seems like a group that's come from behind in the second half in a lot of games together.
Amanda Carpenter gets the screen from Logsden. Kokendorfer from the corner 3. Gets it to drop.
Kokendorfer, the former Willamette Bearcat, listed as team captain, coming up with a huge shot there.
And again, we're just seeing Flavortown get the ball moving, get some good touches, and get some much better looking looks in the start of the second half.
Aunties PDX getting the ball inside, which is exactly what they want to do. They're just not finishing their shots at the rim. Kind of a reversal of what we saw in the first half. When Flavortown was getting a lot of clean drives, they just weren't hitting their layups.
Farmer with great court vision to find Carpenter in the quarter to Logsdon.
I think if that shot had fallen, we may have seen an early second half timeout from Aunties PDX, who's still looking for their first points of the second half right now.
As you can see, Flavortown has eaten in that lead, 1 point game, and it seems like the momentum is shifting. I can see the ref counting 3 in the key down there, something to keep an eye on. Emily Woody with a great spin. Soft touch, gets it to fall.
I thought that ball was going to die on the heel of the rim. Even more rare than the wedgie. A surprising lack of wedgies I think we've seen in this tournament as well, Julian. I'm just kind of realizing.
We've got some great shooters out there, not missing that bad tonight. This has to be a Willamette set because they are moving and functioning without communicating, and
it's very impressive to see and very rare for this level of basketball. The chemistry for this group's off the charts.
Again, one of those obstacles that Flavortown has been facing is Aunties pulls down another offensive rebound and gets the layup.
Yeah, Wooten. We've talked about her footwork in the post, a nice little floater there.
And shout out Wooten for wearing the Zions down there. Good flashy shoe. Over to Hopkins for Flavortown. Good rotation and save by Wooten.
If you're going to rock Zions, you got to have good footwork in the low post.
Carpenter from the corner, rattles it home. Got a 2-point game on our hands.
Amanda Carpenter, a Portland native. Maybe she's played on this court before.
Aunties running most offense through Mangum here. Great end of the first half for into Carolyn Swords. Uses the size advantage for 2.
Swords done a great job of planting herself as close to the basket for those post-ups as she can while being able to get out of the key and reposting.
Cassie Hopkins looks for the 3, can't get it to fall, but offensive rebound by Brittany
Kokendorfer. That's why she's team captain. She's the only Flavortown player in the paint while there was 4 for Aunties PDX.
Amanda Carpenter with a quick little heat check there.
I thought that was money. It was online, just a little short.
Wooten brings it in. Costly turnover there. Here we have number 6, Sarah Sorbo coming in, and number 8, Rachel Nichols for Aunties PDX.
Can we talk about the mid-range shot being a little bit of a lost art? I think the same can be said about entry passes at times.
Abby Farmer checks in, gets a good find for Liz Logsdon.
I would assume Swords, whose height is not listed, but I'm going to assume it's around 6'3", 6'4", or so, prefer a lob up high as opposed to a bounce pass.
Been very efficient in the post for Swords. Logsdon at the line. A lot of trips last game for Logsdon at the line. Just still trying to find that touch here and get things going.
Both teams, at the end of this game, whoever doesn't come away with it's going to be kicking themselves for the amount of missed foul shots there's been.
Rachel Nichols for 3. Gets the offensive rebound. And there we have number 5, Rebecca Kahn for the mid-range.
Well, we talked about it earlier. We gave Flavortown credit for giving up all the size there. They were doing a pretty good job of limiting Aunties PDX to 1 shot, but now the second chance buckets are starting to pile up.
We got a quick kick ball by Emily Woody here as we have number 2, Ashland checking into the game. We also have number 4, Anna Coronado checking in for Flavortown. Coronado out of Salem, played at George Fox University.
One of the few non-former Willamette Bearcats on Flavortown's rosters. We've talked about it, but did play in the same league, if I'm not mistaken. So perhaps an opponent of many of her current teammates at the collegiate level.
And we have a bang-bang play where Abby Farmer's called for a travel. Aunties ball, bringing up court. Sarah Sarbo had a great first half. Been very aggressive on both ends.
Yeah, she comes in looking for her own shot. Just trying to pop off a flare screen there.
Ooh, Coronado picked the pocket, can't get the layup to fall. Got a 3-on-3. Swings.
Unselfish pass from Nichols. She rifled that right back as soon as she caught it.
Rebecca Cohn has hit that mid-range from both elbows here. Getting a little bit touch, heating up.
Yeah, she's got a good-looking elbow shot. Cohn listed as team captain of Aunties PDX. We want to give our team captains credit out. It can be very difficult to organize a group of adults.
Ooh, Ashland through the middle.
Good take, though.
Sarbo looking to bring it inside to Swords again, just using that advantage.
For the rim for Sword. As soon as her teammate caught it at the high post, she ran right for the bottom of the rim.
And as you mentioned in the first half, here we have number 0 Claire Bonnet checking into the game. Swords is just very efficient when she gets the ball down low.
Yeah, she's missed one or two of them, but for the most part, when her teammates have allowed her to catch the ball right up around her shoulder area and just rise up with it, it's been an easy 2 points every time. Looks like she's used to being the tallest player on a basketball court and takes advantage of it. Nice rebound from Sorbo.
Emily Woody bringing the ball up top. Again, into Swords. Kick out to Sarbo. Gets it to fall. And here, Aunties has slowly opened the gap from what was a 4-point game to now just about 13.
Good timeout for Flavortown, kind of getting away from them again. That was a beautiful possession, maybe the best of the game. A little inside-out action as Flavortown is trying to surround Sword near the rim and make it tough for her, but she's made some great passes. 6'4", it's easy to see over people, and she's finding open teammates.
We're back from timeout. A couple great t-shirt tosses. If you're tuning in at home, watching any of these players, make sure to show them love after the game. Send them a text, send them a message. Congratulate them on making it to the finals. And while you're at it,
follow them on Instagram if you're watching this live stream.
And follow the Round League on Instagram, too, while you're there. And here we go. It's been a game of runs so far as Flavortown came out hot, but has slowed down quite a bit. And Aunties PDX has taken advantage. Aunties PDX in white, Flavortown in red.
And once again, out of a timeout, we see him go to a very organized set action. It's just tough because they like to get the ball to Logston in the post, but she's being defended by someone a good 6 inches taller than her. Makes it tough.
Claire Bonnet to the rack. Can't get it to fall. Swords with the rebound.
She's got to be approaching double-double range, I would think, at this point. Sorbo again.
Attempts the mid-range, just off the front of the rim. Can't get it to roll in. Coronado taking it up court, getting a read. Finds a backdoor cut to Ashland, over to Claire Bonnet. Can't get it to fall.
They've cooled off a little bit again, but Flavortown just plays such beautiful team basketball. Coronado wanted a foul there. That is the kind of drive without a whistle that's going to get a lot more attention in the men's championship game.
We have the foul on number 2, Ashland. Going to the line, number 1, Megan Hughes. And as you mentioned, there hasn't been many foul calls in this game so far, and the women here have been definitely playing through it. We'll see if that tension rises as we get closer to the end of this championship game at Viking Pavilion.
Yeah, the Certainly, Flavortown down 13 right now, so right in striking distance. If they can stay in that range, some of those calls they don't get are going to start to draw a lot more frustration from the players towards the officials.
Here we have Drew Farmer checking in and Amanda Carpenter. The energy sparks Flavortown might need to pull this game back in. Megan Hughes makes 1 of 2. Claire Bonnet gets the read. Over to Coronado. Gets it.
Well, no sword in the game right now, so not quite the same size advantage for Aunties, so maybe it'll be a little bit easier to get inside for Flavortown, but still overall, the smaller team. Sorbo misses a rare fall away.
Got a 2-on-2, turn into 3-on-2. Just a hair too late on the pass. Taylor Wooten with the hustle to get the steal.
Flavortown does a great job of getting into their fast break, but credit Aunties PDX. They're getting back defensively as well. They understand that's what they're trying to do. Nice steal there. Body's getting on the floor. Sorbo again.
The extra hustle to get down on the ground. Coach,
The little things.
Coach's favorite. Foul's going to be on Coronado.
Am I tipping my bias towards the players that dive on the floor?
Gotta love the hustle.
It's a trick of the trade among JV coaches. You're not sure what to compliment somebody for. And this is not the case with Sorbo. She's had an awesome game. But if you don't know what to give someone credit for, give them credit for diving off the floor.
Ashland gets a hand on the ball there. Bonnet gets the kick up. Hughes with a hand on the ball. And another foul here. Yeah, hustle players don't get enough credit nowadays. You can make a living being a hustle player.
It does seem like it was a trend that has gone the way of many trends of the 90s, the spark plug without scoring or rebounding or doing other tangible things to help a basketball team, which is unfortunate for me because that's kind of my selling point on the court.
Here again, we have Mangum back in the game. Into Cuttin Wooten, over to Sarbo with the pump fake. Trying to get a little too many people involved in that possession.
A little overly unselfish. Yeah, we've talked about the chemistry of Flavortown. Obviously, a lot of this team were teammates together collegiately at Willamette, but it's very good for Aunties PDX as well. They seem to be very familiar with each other, too.
Amanda Carpenter gets the ball up top, over to Brittany Kokendurfer. Drew Farmer for 3. Off the left. Picks up the offensive rebound. Swing.
No sword in the game for Aunties to create the second chance. A few more second chance opportunities for Flavortown. Shots just aren't falling right now.
Kokendurfer gets a good clean look, just can't get it to fall. Good rim run there by Megan Hughes. And gets the and one to put Aunties PDX potentially up to 17.
Hughes very fundamentally sound. She uses both hands around the rim so well.
We have Logsdon coming in along with Casson Hopkins and Emily Woody for Aunties PDX.
Hoskins, one of the hot hands they have had from 3. Only about 8 minutes left. It's about time that Flavortown starts to make their push if they're going to come back in this one.
Megan Hughes gets the free throw to fall to complete the and one. Aunties PDX in white up 17 over Flavortown in red.
Flavortown's doing a pretty good job of continuing to make this an open court game, which is going to be their best chance at coming back, but Aunties PDX can play that way effectively as well. Certainly within their comfort zone.
Kokendurfer with good mid-range look, just can't get it to fall. Kind of been the story of the night for Flavortown. A lot of good looks, just aren't able to finish the play. Kokendurfer pokes it away. Drew Farmer over to Casson Hopkins. Kokendurfer for 3.
Drought continues.
Liz Logsdon picks up the foul. And here's Swords coming back in with 7 minutes to play. Yeah, and I would say Aunties has definitely just played a consistent game. They haven't changed too much from the first half, but just kind of continued to hone in on their basics as a team, and it's proven successful.
Yeah, you can see why they were the top seed going into the postseason. I mean, I think it's safe to say they're probably the tallest team in the women's division, and also a ton of talent to go along with it.
Hopkins over to Kokendorfer, who gets it to fall.
Kokendorfer looking for the contact against Wooten, who did a good job of staying straight up.
Breaks their drought here as well. Maybe gives them a little bit of a spark to go on a run.
Yeah, still a lot of time left for a team that shoots a lot of threes, especially, and likes to get up and down.
Drew Farmer with the board.
Farmer sneaking in, grabbing a rebound. Gonna have to limit him to one shot as well.
Tries to get the push inside of Logsden.
Gives Flavortown a chance to set up one of their baseline out of bounds sets.
Classic box. Simple option, high screen box action. Over to Kokendorfer again.
She's trying to get into the paint as much as she can. Logsden will shoot that one.
Right off the front. Swords
outside. Shot hasn't fallen for as much in this one. Nice shot by Wooten. They double team Sword there. Left Wooten open at the top of the key, and she made him pay. She's had an awesome game.
Ooh, Farmer with a good cross. In the middle of Kokendorfer. Over back to Farmer. Logsden gets it stripped away on the drive. 2-on-1. Emily Woody
won't miss that one very often.
Casson Hopkins with the travel. Here we have number 4, Anna Coronado checking in, along with Abby Farmer. And it just may be one of those things for Flavortown after a hard-fought comeback on Monday against Still Got It, and then a day off and maybe a long day at work or, at home, that might factor into some fatigue on this bigger court and longer halves, leading to a fewer shots to fall than normally. Farmer.
Yeah, the longer court certainly probably factoring the second half drought that we've seen Flavortown go through.
Coronado from the corner.
These are the looks that we saw fall for them in the second half at the Round League headquarters against Still Got It.
Coronado picking up another steal.
They'll continue to put them up, though.
Farmer, another hustle.
Getting a little bit sloppy now, which is what you want, I think, when you're down 15 with not a lot of time left. Create a hectic pace and try to force as many turnovers as we can. But Aunties is a tough team to do that against.
About 3 minutes to go here in the championship game of the Women's League. We have Aunties up with a great backdoor cut and find Barsarbo, but met at the rim by Coronado.
It was a clean swat.
Abby Farmer taking it up court, finds Logsden. Hopkins. Oh, great
penetration. Logsden just couldn't quite finish. That's what the 6'4" or so Sword will do, her presence. She didn't block that one, but she altered the layup and forced a miss there.
And here we have number 5 coming in, Rebecca Kahn for Aunties. And it looks like we're at 1-1 here.
The subs will have to wait.
Looks like Kahn got away with a secret sub there in this case.
You do it whenever you can. You get your minutes.
And Mangum, out of Boise, Idaho, Westminster College, definitely leaving her mark on the game tonight. In the LeBrons.
We're talking about nice shoes. Julian, you came rocking the gray 11s.
Yep, had to show up for the championship.
So we came proper for the championship as well. I am in my Jermaine Claire High School jersey, if you are wondering.
A little bit of a throwback as Abby Farmer brings it up. Hopkins gets the check, sets her feet, just comes up a bit short.
Hopkins hesitating just a bit. I think it's just because the shots from deep have not been falling over the last 15 minutes or so of this game.
And a little bit, too, as we talk about court adjustment, 2 3-point lines out there, so you might be taking an extra step or two back from the normal position. Coronado, again, can't get it to fall. Tough night.
Yeah, Flavortown's given themselves chances. They've created turnovers and made this, as I've talked about, kind of an open court game, just a nightmare night offensively. At the end of the day, shots have to fall. Coronado replaying her jump stop there at the other end of the court.
Rebecca Kahn at the line, can't get the first one to fall. But you can see there's all laughs and smiles going on both teams here in the championship, being a little bit more lighthearted about some of these missed opportunities as the clock winds down.
Well, a great performance from both teams, certainly, as we're under a minute left. A great winter 23 season. Flavortown will be back, certainly. This will not be, I would imagine, the last time these two teams face each other.
Casson Hopkins gets to sneak in for the layup there, the scoop.
Hopkins making sure they get one more bucket in before this one ends.
And
appreciate Aunties playing this one out. They are running their sets, getting Sorbo a look from the corner, wouldn't go up with it.
Yeah, and one thing to say about Aunties, they've just held their composure all game, whether it was up 3 to up 20 at this point.
Yeah, when Flavortown made their push, had it down to 4 points, we didn't see any flinch in them at all, and they'll call it off here.
And there you have it. You're
continuing to run.
Your Women's League champions, Aunties PDX, with Kirsten Wright, Megan Hughes, Abby Mangum, Carly Harris, Rebecca Kahn, Ashley Hout, Sarah Sorbo, Emily Woody, Lindsey Gregg, Rachel Nichols, Taylor Wooten, Hannah Forney, and Carolyn Swords to take home the championship. And we are going to...
Congratulations. We're going to do a trophy presentation, sounds like now.
In the middle there. And a great game played, just an off night for Flavortown with Maddie Molheim, Carly Oliver, Drew Farmer, Ashlyn, Amanda Carpenter, Claire Bonnet, Abby Farmer, Brittany Kokender for Casson Hopkins, Liz Logston, Allie Erickson, Anna Coronado, Megan Whetstone, Grace Berry, and Taylor Rarick. As you can see, the trophy presentation, a nice piece of hardware at center court.
Yeah, two excellent teams. Again, a shout out to both of them. We want to apologize for any mixing up of names we may have done. I know we did a lot of it. We're getting the info as it comes to us, trying to be as accurate as possible. And it sounds like members of these teams watch this game, so please forgive us. You guys are awesome. It was awesome to be on the call.
And as mentioned, if you're tuning in from home and you know one of these players, maybe a daughter, a sister, an aunt, a cousin, a best friend, make sure to send them a text after the game. Give them a heads up, a congratulations on a hard-fought game, whether they won or lost. A great, fun time to play in Viking Pavilion through the Round League. As you can see, they're getting their championship T-shirts down there for Aunties PDX, and a nice piece of hardware from Rich is handing out down there.
I am considering bombing the trophy presentation photo following the conclusion of the men's league game. We'll see about it, though.
As we talk about mixed numbers, maybe that's a little bit of the strategy to confuse the other team. As you can see, Aunties has 3 number 8s.
It does make scouting quite a bit more difficult when you're dealing with duplicate numbers, but shout outs to everybody on the Round League organizing this evening.
And Aunties just with a very balanced game all around. Everyone stepped up when they needed to, from Taylor Wooten to Carolyn Swords to Rebecca Kahn. Just making it easy all around and kind of keeping Flavortown at bay. And here we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Make sure to follow the Round League on Instagram. Men's game is going to start here in about 20 to 25 minutes. And here they are taking their photo right before we go to break. Congratulations once again to the 2023 Women's League champions, Aunties PDX.